This is the story told to me by my father, who witnessed the unfolding of a divine mystery. My father was a wise man. He led our people with the wisdom passed down from our ancestors. The wise ones of our nation were our educators, our eyes to see the outside world. For generations, they faithfully kept the prophecies of the promised one that was to come and break the great curse of evil. My father was not always true to his calling. He witnessed the mantle of watcher pass through 3 generations. To him, they vainly upheld age-old myths that would never be fulfilled. Though he was charged to uphold these divine mysteries, he did not believe. Until one fateful evening, they were gathered on the Mount of Victories in prayer when the star appeared to them. They shook with fear in its presence, but an angelic voice gave them calm. In the light of the star, they saw visions and revelations of present and future events. It was the long-awaited sign of the Savior's birth. They were instructed by the star to search for the newborn prince. This encounter changed him. There was a passion that I rarely saw in my father whenever he told this story. His telling of the journey was enchanting. The star being was their covering, their advocate and leader. They fearlessly walked the difficult path that lay ahead of them. The star's presence reassured them. By gazing upon it, they were revived from their fatigue. Their provisions seemed to never decrease, and they found suitable resting places for their caravan. Finally, they arrived in the region designated by their guide. It is known as Israel. It was here that they would find him, for according to our ancient prophets, a star shall come out of Jacob and a scepter shall rise out of Israel. As they entered the city, they expected to hear sounds of praise and excitement about the Messiah's birth. But as they inquired about him, they were only met with disbelief, fear, and contempt. The wise ones sensed an eerie darkness over this land that kept the people in ignorance of the glorious event. News of their arrival reached the palace of Israel's governor. For a time, their heavenly guide disappeared as they were summoned to his royal palace. As the wise ones spoke with the governor, they told him who they were, about the star, and about the promised one. After confirming with their priests and elders about the anointed one's birthplace, the governor bid our wise ones to bring him word should they find him, as he too wished to pay him homage. Through divine insight, my father and the others perceived the deceit behind the blind governor's words. They knew that neither he nor the blind priests and elders could see the true light. Heeding the warning of a dream, they never entered his dark halls again. To their joy, the star appeared again as they departed from the governor's palace. Entering a cave, they finally found the promised one. Though they and his parents were the only ones there, the wise ones knew that all of heaven was watching. I thought it impossible. The hands that hung the planets had become the delicate fingers of a babe. The feet that stood in high places of the heavens were now the incapable limbs of an infant. Looking on the child, they saw the mark of divinity. They all honored and worshipped him. God became man to save us all. What a peculiar and astonishing thought. But I trust the words of my father. He witnessed this great miracle and act of love with his own eyes, and he believed. My father is now at rest with the ancestors. I carry on his testimony. Grace and hope have come down from heaven. God now walks with men. Though we carry this message through the darkness, we are now able to see and pray towards the light.